We have a new image editing model on our hand. This time, FireRed-Image team has released this edit model, which is an open source general purpose model built on top of a text to image foundation, meaning it wasn't retrofitted for editing as an afterthought but developed with native editing capability from the ground up. In this video, we are going to install it and then we are going to test it out. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member, and please also follow me on X if you're looking for AI updates without any hype. You can see that I am displaying Quen image edit model, which I believe is one of the best model at this point in time in open source for image editing. So I will also be comparing this new Fire Red model with the Quen image edit. So let's get started. Now this model supports a remarkably wide range of tasks, from following natural language instruction to edit photos, preserving text styles within images, restoring old photographs, and even handling multi-image editing scenarios like virtual try-on. And I am going to test all of these after getting it installed. So let's go to my terminal. I am going to use this Ubuntu system. I have one GPU card, NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. And if you're looking to rent a GPU like me on very affordable prices, you can find the link to Massed Compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for range of GPUs. And then we need to git clone the repo, and I will drop the link to it in video's description. And then we need to install diffusers. Everything is installed. Next up, let's quickly run our script for inference, and I have just put a Gradio interface on top of it to make things easier. And when the first time you run it, it downloads the model and all the auxiliary stuff. You can see that the size is over 56 gig of space, so make sure that you have that much. While it downloads that, let's talk more around this model and what exactly this model is about. So if you go through its Hugging Face card, the model seems quite interesting. It supports a remarkably wide range of tasks, as I already mentioned earlier. What is quite interesting is its strong visual coherence, where edited images don't just look correct in isolation, as you can see in this showcase which they have shared. They stay consistent with the original subject's identity and details. It also has introduced Red-Edit Bench, their own evaluation benchmark with over 1600 bilingual editing pairs across 15 categories, designed to test models against real-world human-like editing instructions more rigorously than existing benchmarks. The architecture is also very interesting. The pipeline has four key components working together. First, a bucket sampler groups training images by aspect ratio and task type so the model handles varied image dimensions cleanly. Second, a collate, shuffle, and drop mechanism randomly drops and shuffles in reference images during training, which forces the model to be robust even when some reference figures are missing. At inference time, input images and an editing target are passed through a V encoder to compress them into latent representation, while a Quen VL language model processes a text instruction or caption. Both streams feed into core diffusion block, a multimodal diffusion transformer that jointly reasons over visual and text tokens to generate the edited output. On top of this, a consistency loss using region of interest cropping ensures that specific subjects like a person's face remain visually identical between the input and the output, which solves one of the hardest problems in image editing, that is identity preservation, and I'll be testing that one out too. So let's go back and wait for it to proceed further. Thankfully, the mass compute download speed is quite good. And this failed because it needs 72 it just needs more VRAM than it is available. So let me move on to the bigger GPU and then we will go from there. Okay, I have now moved on to the bigger GPU and now you can see that the model is loaded. Let me quickly run it on our local system and it is loading properly. Let me make it a bit bigger and also show you the VRAM consumption in real time as the model is fully loaded onto the GPU. So this is what it needs, over close to 56 gig of VRAM, as you can see here. Now let's play around with this model. Let me just run my first test. I'm just going to select an image from my local system and then we will go from there. Let's go with this one, and all the images which I'm going to use, the source ones, are my own AI generated. I'll just ask it to change banana to mango in this image. Let's run this. It is running. Let's check the VRAM consumption, how much it consumes in terms of processing it. I will let it run and then we will check out once it finishes. I think this is the max, maybe close to 62 gig of VRAM. So you would need at least 80 GB of VRAM. At least you can see that I am now on NVIDIA H100 with 80 GB of VRAM, courtesy mass compute. And you, as I said, I will drop the link to them in video's description with a 50% discount coupon, which is just few cents. And you can also play with this model. Still working and staying at this number. Takes a bit of a time, 40 steps. So let's wait. And you can see that the model has very successfully replaced the banana with a mango while keeping the person's face, hair, clothing, and pose virtually identical, which I believe a strong demonstration of its identity, consistency. The mango's shape, lighting, and hand grip all look natural and believable, with no artifacts bleeding into the surrounding areas, which is a key thing here. So if I just open this image in a new tab, I just want to see the full one. So you see all the fingers are there, and rest of it, the whole figure is also intact. Nothing is bleeding, which is really good. Good stuff. Okay, let's try out. Maybe we will do a virtual try on. So I have selected two images. One is of this person and then a t-shirt. And I'm asking that to make the women wear the white t-shirt, preserve the text on the shirt exactly as shown. And VRAM consumption is here. So I think that is what it consumes. Okay, let's wait for it to finish. And the model has come back with the response. Let's check the resultant image. And the text is correct, no problem there. All the spellings are there, and the shirt is also fine. I think I'm very impressed by it. It is at par with an image edit, if not better. It is really good because if you look here, you see on the face, on this, just near on the this cheek, there are some. I'll just actually show you what I mean. There are some wrinkles, and this model has produced them as is. So it maintains all the facial feature, which is not an easy thing to do. Very impressive. Okay, next up, let's restore a photo. It's an old photo, again, AI generated one. I just generated it with the AI, so no resemblance with anyone. So I'm just asking it to restore this photo. I'll just edit it. And while it runs, if you want, you can change these seeds and all that, but I have seen that most of it works good. For example, guidance scale, if you wanted to follow prompt more rigidly, you can increase it, but I think these values are good enough. And you can of course increase this height and width. I should have done it, but that's fine. We'll just open it in a new window and look at this result. Let me show you in full. So this is the original and this is the one which is restored. If you check out the facial feature, they are exactly the same. Look at the shades of the hat, the brim, and also the tie, and all of what is exactly happening behind. This is so good. I mean, I can't really nitpick that much in this one. I'm actually looking at this collar and few other stuff here. It is really good. I mean, this is special thing. Also, another thing, if you notice, there is no plasticky look in this image, which sometimes appear in Quen image edit and few other ones, especially with the Flux models. But anyway, this one is really good. Okay, in the final test, and I believe this is the most brutal one, I am asking it to change this no U-turn sign to say no left turn. And this is a real hard one because it requires the model to edit text on a sign accurately while leaving the cars, cones, road markings, and background completely untouched. If it gets the text wrong, misplaces it, or bleeds artifacts into surrounding areas, that's a clear visually obvious failure we can check out right now. And if it works, happy days. So let's wait for it. And meanwhile, please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member and patron of the channel. That helps a lot. And you can follow me on X too if you're looking for AI updates without any hype. And I will drop the link to it in first pinned comment. Okay, so it's almost there. It takes around a minute or so. And the model has nailed it. As you can see, no U-turn was accurately replaced with a no left turn in the correct sign font, which was, I was really surprised. Even the font, layout, style, everything is good. And the rest of it, including car, cones, markings, and even pole, remained completely untouched. And this is really good. I mean, I was thinking maybe it is going to just remove it. So let's do okay, I'll just do one more. I'll say remove all the cones from the image. Can it do that? Let's wait. And there you go. There is no reflection, no leftovers. Everything is gone completely, like it never existed. The cones, I mean. It's a genuinely capable model, I must say. Very impressive. Let me know what do you think. Uh, really, I think great work by this FireRed team. Awesome.